Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So for those who have just recently subscribed, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Today is going to be a very interesting one. Actually, I've not seen many videos on this at all, which is actually saying something because it's quite bad that there's not many videos on this. But today I will be talking about weightlifting as a female and how we can break the stigma around it, as I know even in 2020 and in the past that there is a lot of women out there that still do not feel comfortable going any weightlifting sections. So this video is mainly for those people and generally people who are more interested and want to kind of change their mind about a certain stereotype. So ideally we want to really tear those barriers down that are currently in the gym and generally the fitness industry itself. There are a few principles I will be going over, as well as trying to break the stigma around weight training within women. Will be the pros of strength training and what it can really do for the body, how some girls may feel towards weight training, and generally the stereotypes that we currently face within the fitness industry, and it's still going on today. I don't know how, but I just really want to try and break those stereotypes down and we can overcome them together. And hopefully this video will encourage a small group possibly to attend the gym when it's obviously open, or start weight training or aim to start weight training. If that is something that you'd like to do, then hopefully this video can help. So strength training is one of the many fitness components which has many benefits towards your bodily functions, such as an increase of metabolic rate due to energy demands, insulin resistance and lower blood pressure. So from the small list that I have just stated, this is just a very small list of what it can do. So there are obviously many other benefits of strength training, but these are the main ones that are stated within strength training. So a lot of people would never even know about. A lot of women who, or any girl for that matter, who begin to go to the gym tend to think that they feel like they only belong in the cardio section, so on the treadmills, the bikes, or on the mats doing body weight exercises. Now don't get me wrong, it is changing, it's getting better as the years and months kind of go on, but it's still not as good as it should be. You know, women should feel comfortable going anywhere within the gym. They shouldn't feel obliged to stay in one section just because of a certain section is busy or it's stereotyped to only men. This is just something that, you know, it shouldn't be a thing anymore. It's a very old-fashioned opinion. I think anyone who wants to lift weights can lift weights if they want. Don't get me wrong, there are a lot of females, like the majority of now, feel comfortable going into the weight section, which is great. I am so glad that is the case now, but it's still not as good as it could be. There are still girls that are feeling so self-conscious and have such a lack of self-confidence to go into this section of the gym, because a lot of the time it is very intimidating. But the important thing is to remember is that you are doing your own thing, everyone's doing their own thing, and just focus on yourself, focus on your technique, you know, practice. If you don't feel comfortable going in the main section, you can go on the mats and bring a kettlebell over or dumbbells. Just do what makes you feel comfortable. Now, I know that when you go into the weight section, this is a huge confidence knocker for those people who do this. Just don't even bother doing it, because I've had it so many times. I know so many of my friends who have gone to the gym have had it so many times. I've witnessed it. It is just the most patronizing thing you could possibly do, is when it's mainly older men, and it tends to be very patronizing and saying, I've had many, like maybe about 2 or 3 comments in the past within the gym saying that I shouldn't be lifting that weight is too heavy for me, and that really angers me because I have built my strength up so much to the point I've worked so hard over the past few years to get to where I am right now. So the fact someone can just come in and, you know, not know anything about me, nothing, and can just come in and then just comment on that is just, I don't know, you shouldn't be doing it anyways. If you're not a personal trainer, if you're not qualified, you should not be going over to someone and telling them what is right or wrong and what they can and can't do. So anyways, if you are that person that does that, don't bother, because this is how the majority of girls do not feel comfortable, is because there's people, don't get me wrong, there could be women out there that do that as well, but in my lifetime I've had 3 men come up to me and say that I'm patronizing. So you always get those kind of people in the gym, but you just have to learn to ignore it, because at the end of the day, you know your body, you know what you need for your body, and that person doesn't. Message to all those girls who may have experienced similar, then don't even listen. Don't let anyone's opinion encourage you not to do something that you want to do. So just practice, that's all it takes. Just practice on your technique and become more confident in the weight section. There is a stereotype that men should only be in the weight section, or men can only lift a certain, like a more amount than a woman, or whatever it may be. There's honestly so many sayings out there I've heard, but that is totally not the case whatsoever. This is why there is such stigma around female weight training and female muscularity. So this is why women are so hesitant in going into these sections of the gym, because there's so many factors to it that make women feel a bit self-conscious, which I totally get. There is a stereotype there as well that women shouldn't have a large amount of muscle mass. Now this is, don't get me wrong, this is a really old-fashioned one. Like, there'll be a small majority that will think this now. Weight training has really succeeded, but the fact is you still get these opinions, and for those women who are scared of other people's opinions, do not listen to them. If you want to increase your muscle mass and look a bit more leaner, then do it. There's nothing stopping you. Now I'm going to move on to generally a saying that myself I've said before, and I just don't really like the term. I don't really like using it towards clients. I don't know, I think it's just steering, like walking around the subject of increase of muscle mass. So the terms of toning up and defining. Now, as damaging as it is, like, you might not think it's so damaging, but you're kind of steering around the fact that you're gaining muscle. That's all it is, gaining muscle mass. The more you steer around it, the more kind of females are gonna go into the gym and only work with a certain amount of weight because they're toning up or whatever it may be. So try and steer away from that. Even, I'm not blaming anyone here, I myself have done this before, and I do not use the term anymore whatsoever, because I just think it's not a great term, it's not a scientific term, it's not a professional term. Now we have a bit of background on roughly the stigma around weightlifting within females. So now I'm gonna just generally go on to the stereotypes that as women may feel that they don't tend to go to the weight section. This could be a reason, and I'm just going to generally explain and try and encourage those people who are watching that feel like this to just do what you want to do, go ahead and do it, and give yourself that little push. The first stereotype that I'm going to be talking about is a main one that a lot of women think is going to happen. So either looking too manly or too much muscle for a woman. This is one of the main ones, as I think a lot of women think that weightlifting is going to turn you into some sort of bodybuilder. No, this isn't true whatsoever. So bodybuilding has a lot more factors involved within it, so such as they have a very strict plan, their hormones are very strict with their training, they're training consistently all the time, and heavy lifting. So if you want that look, then of course, like, on you go, good on you for doing it, but it isn't necessarily going to make you like that if you start weight training. If you are following a well-balanced diet and eating a mix of nutrients that you should be, along with consistent training, maybe 2 or 3 times a week, then this is where you're just simply building strength within your muscles. So your muscles are becoming stronger, okay? Now, if you're looking for that bulkier muscle mass, then this is where you have to increase your calories in order to get that. So if you don't increase your calories and you're just doing weight training, then this is where your muscles will get stronger. You're not going to bulk or anything like that. Going on to the second stereotype is it's not going to help me lose weight. So a lot of people have the idea that cardio is the only way to succeed in weight loss, which is not true. When it comes to strength training, this is actually such a great factor towards weight loss, and it helps hugely. Moving on to the third stereotype is, what if I get hurt? So the main questions are, what if the bar slips? What if I can't lift it? What if I hurt my back? Honestly, the what ifs could go on forever if you're especially an overthinker. Now, with this, just really practice, try and go onto a lower weight, start there and build yourself up, because not everyone starts at the very top. Everyone starts from the bottom. Everyone works their way up to where they want to be. So don't expect to be going to the gym and lifting a heavy amount of weight yourself. That is how you're going to injure yourself. So if you start to do weightlifting, then of course start at a lower weight and build yourself up. So also build confidence as well as improving your technique in however many exercises. So by doing this, it could encourage you to, be in the weight section of the gym a bit more often, and when it's a bit busier, and generally just become familiar with the exercises. So in the long run, you feel a lot more confident going to the gym, and it's something that makes you feel happier, because that is the main thing. Specifically, I try and get everyone to think of the bigger picture. This is a huge one. So I know that when I was younger, I certainly felt like this as well, but it's something you actually gain a bit more confidence with, and if I can do it, then any of you guys can do it. When I was younger, I was a very shy, very timid. I was really a lack of confidence. I really lacked in confidence. So of course I've built myself up like I am right now. So trust me, I have been there before. The next one is, what if I make a fool of myself or I look stupid? Now, this is the one thing I think a lot of people do struggle with, specifically younger girls, aging in their teens and going up to 18 roughly, or even like older women who go. This could be aimed at anyone. So this plays such a huge factor of how many women actually enter the gym just because of this. It's important to realise that everyone in the gym is there for one reason and one reason only, which is to do their session, carry it out successfully, and then go home. What if someone's looking at me doing something wrong? What if I'm doing something wrong? I don't know if I can do this. Nobody is paying attention. This is what you realise when you start to get a bit older. Nobody is paying attention to what you're doing. So just focus on yourself and have a bit of faith in yourself. Also, do not feel the pressure to learn every single bit of equipment in the gym when you are a beginner. It's great to learn new things when you get into the gym, but start off with the basics and build yourself up rather than pushing yourself to go on a machine that you're really unsure and you start to get nervous, you don't feel right on it. Just build that confidence up and start with free weights. So start with dumbbells and kettlebells, and then you can move on to maybe cable machines or a leg press or something like that, and barbells, things like that. So just really try and build yourself up and find a way that you feel confident going into the gym. An example could be deadlifts. If you're a beginner and the first time you're doing a deadlift, so rather than grabbing a barbell, you could grab a set of 2 dumbbells or 2 kettlebells, depending on which is free. It doesn't really matter, they're both pretty much the same anyways. You could practice your deadlifts within the mat where you might feel a bit more comfortable than the weight section. Generally, if you do feel like this towards training, then this is where personal trainers can help with this and obviously various other roles within training, but this is one of the main ones that a lot of people come to personal trainers is because they don't feel confident but they want to feel confident in exercises. So if you do feel like this, then this is one of many roles that a personal trainer can help with. Many personal trainers in public gyms anyways that can help you. I'm sure if you were a bit stuck on something, then there are many people that would be more than happy to help. That is me done, guys, so thank you so much for tuning in, and I really hope today's video has helped, as I know many girls out there do struggle with confidence and they just need that little boost of confidence when going into the gym. So I hope this has helped anyone, and yeah, I shall see you in the next video, and please like and subscribe if you liked this video.